get our tags out and talk about it?
Yes. I think mine was blocked.
What if I told you that there was something that you were doing, some of you almost every single day, that is slowly but surely killing you? Not too surprising. All of us have bad habits that we do every day. But what if I told you that it was not only making you unhealthy, but also giving you depression and making you less productive at work? Has anyone ever heard the saying, you are what you eat, so don't be fast, easy, or cheap? In my journey to fitness, this one saying could not be more true. Everything that we eat affects our whole lives, our whole universe. From the moment that we eat it, and later on in life, it affects us too. This is why fast food should not be a part of our daily diets. Not once, not ever, not even one time. Fast food is depleting America nutritionally, physically, and emotionally. We all know that fast food isn't good for you, but do you know the extent of what fast food is doing to your body? So fast food is delicious, it's convenient, it's cheap, but it's simply just not good for you. Popular Science developed a scale that rates restaurants and people on their healthiness. And basically what they did was they gave you points for good choices and points were deducted for unhealthy choices. And they rated the 8 top fast food chains in America, including McDonald's, Burger King, Jack in the Box, Taco Bell, and not one of these scored above a 45, which is pretty bad considering the scale's out of 100. So if life was a school, they would all be failing. And I'm going to pass this visual aid around to show you that America is the unhealthiest that we've ever been, and fast food has contributed a lot to that. And it's not surprising that fast food isn't good for you, we all know that. But what is surprising is that even though everyone knows how bad it is for us, we continue to eat it. Truthfully, America spends more on fast food every year than on higher education, personal computers, and new cars combined, over $110 billion a year. Pew Research Company uncovered that approximately 50 million Americans eat fast food on a daily basis, which isn't hard to do when you realize that you're never a mile and a half from a McDonald's. Every single dot on this map is a McDonald's. I can think of 2 right now that are really close to where we are. So everyone has this mentality that, once in a while won't hurt me, or, I'll eat it occasionally and it can't be that bad, but you're wrong. And you could not be more wrong for thinking that. Kristen Kilpatrick is a registered dietitian, and she wrote, "The consequences of eating your combo meal begin almost immediately after you crumble the wrapper of your burger. What if every time you entered a fast food restaurant, you exited a little healthier and a little less attractive? Would the juicy double bacon cheeseburger be worth it?" Well, we may not leave the fast food less attractive, but our insides definitely are feeling the effects and the repercussions immediately. The Canadian Journal of Cardiology did a study where they tested a population of healthy adults that were fed a Mediterranean-based healthy diet, and when they were 100% healthy, they started feeding them fast food. But what they found was that immediately after consuming a fat-laden fast food meal, their arteries constrict up to 24% immediately after. So when your arteries constrict, it constricts your blood flow, and this is a symptom of a disease called arteriosclerosis, which is hardening of the arteries. And if your blood can't flow, it's a disease that will kill you. So it's very serious. Consuming fast food also, on top of that, lowers your immune system. So think of your immune system as, your car. You want to put good fuel in it. You want to put dirty oil in it. You want to change the oil every now and then to keep it running well. Well, when you're feeding your immune system junk and food that doesn't have nutrients in it, you're basically putting dirty fuel and crappy oil in your body's system. And this leaves you vulnerable for viruses, infections, all kinds of things that we come into contact every day that our body can normally fight. Well, let's see, especially out here in Whidbey, I mean, it's cold all the time, it's rainy, so our bodies are already up against all that, having to really stand up to the cold and wetness. But when you add in an unhealthy diet and fast food, you're just asking for some sort of sickness. Also, people who eat fast food are 50% more likely to become depressed than people who don't. And this is all relative, so the more fast food you eat, the more your risk for depression goes up. And the less fast food, obviously your depression risk lowers. Scientists at the University of Granada concluded that also the same people who are eating more fast food are more likely to be single and a lot less active than those who don't. So even in small quantities, just every once in a while or every now and then, fast food still elevates your risk for depression. So, after you eat a greasy meal and you're like, oh man, I'm tired, and you feel lazy and lethargic, and it's not because you're full, it's because you have introduced all that fat and sodium in your diet, and it really messes with your hormones and puts you in a crappy mood. And this is just a sample of the nutritional information from McDonald's. I actually have the whole listing and was interested in seeing it, but I'll just let you take a look at what you're putting in your bodies. Even the salads aren't that great for you, especially if you put the dressing on them. So now that you know what you're really getting in your value meal, let's talk a little bit about lifestyle change. So everyone eats fast food basically for the convenience of it, because we all live really busy, really fast lives, and it's so quick just to go there to the drive-thru and pick something up to eat. But eating healthy doesn't have to be an inconvenience. You can pack lunches to work. Just getting up 20 minutes earlier, pack something to work, can make all the difference. If you have a family and you're going somewhere for the day, pack snacks in your car. I mean, you wouldn't give your 3-year-old a cigarette, so why would you give them unhealthy food that's going to affect them and have dangerous repercussions as well? And same goes for you. If you treat your body well, it's going to treat you well. So changing up your diet and eating healthier and not eating fast food, you're gonna see the benefits immediately. People that eat healthier are happier because their bodies are functioning normally. They're healthier and they're also more productive. So those are a couple things that you can start to see immediately after quitting fast food. Now, fast food isn't solely responsible for the obesity pandemic in America, but it does have a lot to do with it. This junk that we put in our bodies every day does nothing but shorten our lifespan and reduce our quality of life. Satisfaction that we get from eating on a grill or double bacon cheeseburger or whatever is so temporary compared to the long-term repercussions and even the short-term repercussions that you're going to feel afterwards. I mean, it may be good, but what is it doing to your body? What's it doing for your body? Nothing. So some of you might think that I'm exaggerating and that the problem isn't as bad as I'm making it seem, but the truth is that it is this bad, and I've barely scratched the surface. So the next time you think about pulling into a drive-thru for a quick snack, think about what you're really pulling into that drive-thru for and what you're doing to your body. Every single meal counts, and every time you skip fast food is going to make a difference. Thank you.